I guess I'm losing then, because in the top right corner of the map on 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have our blue Terran player play for Alpha X. It is Vindicta.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Canadian Zerg player, also kind of Swedish, I guess, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is Namshar.
Isn't it the Swedish Zerg player who's kind of Canadian?
Yeah. For those wondering, and I mean, we did talk about it at length last year, but yes, Namshar does currently reside in Canada, just like TLO, and that is why the both of them could compete in DreamHack NA last year. This year, TLO has stepped away from competing. Namshar is still here though.
Yeah, TLO's putting in that esports money, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he's, even though he's not competing, he's still very much involved on the esports side of things when it comes to Shopify and Team Liquid and everything that's been going on with them. It's really cool to see.
All right, so looking at the groups, Namshar is at the bottom, what I recall, and Vindicta's in the middle. So for Vindicta, each map win's gonna count, right? Like, he wants to come out even, at best. So we'll see. See if he can clutch it out. You know, see if he's got some crazy builds he can pull out that Namshar hasn't seen before, or if his control and macro is just on point today. He's just gonna win by, just being better, built different.
Yeah. Exactly. America. That's exactly
America, USA.
It's exactly what Vindicta is doing it for here right now in this group, and honestly, I have faith. I do have faith. I think it's on Namshar right now to really show us all that he deserves to be in DreamHack, that he has earned his invite from last year's, from his performance last year. And so far, he's had a bit of a hard time, but maybe he, just like Pure Legacy, can finally put a point on the board. So far, things are looking pretty normal, pretty standard. Interestingly, Namshar did take the triangular third.
Yeah, and I'm surprised on how safe Vindicta is. Did an SCV scout with the Reaper scout and a Marine follow-up, right? His add-on for the factory was, and his factory was slightly late, not too much, not really a big deal, right? He's just being extra safe in case, anything comes its way. Oh my god, that Reaper was living in the edge right there, almost getting surrounded, trying to throw that grenade, but somehow gets out. I don't know how.
Mate, you said it before, just build different, mate. He is able to escape, and we've seen this opener. We didn't see it too much in DreamHack Europe, but we have seen this a lot, especially in the Korean scene, just going for that very fast 30C even before the starport started. So a very economic opener coming out here from Vindicta, and so far so good, right? I don't necessarily think that Vindicta has to do anything too cheeky here. Just play his straight up normal game, and we'll see how far that can take him.
We got Hellions out on the map already, trying to have some kind of map presence, letting Namshar know, I'm not letting you get off scot-free, I'm still here, I'm gonna bother you a bit. And I like the creep spread direction, going, up north from on the left-hand side of the map, I guess. You would say,
Yeah.
I'm just worried about that, I guess, bottom mid area. And see how far that creep's gonna go, because that's just an open invitation to the natural, honestly.
Definitely. And you know what I love as well, because we were talking about how, I was mentioning how Vindicta's not doing anything too crazy. He's making a decent amount of Hellions. We have 2 more on the way, and he's getting a Raven on top of that as well.
He's not stopping.
Yeah. This is something that Juanito's been doing this. I know TY was doing this as well, where you get a mass amount of Hellions, you get a Raven, and it's just like a mass creep clearing force.
A kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty
kind of gross, but I kind of like it.
It's pretty disgusting. It's pretty. Oh god, he has to be careful. Obviously, he has to make sure he's able to babysit his Raven, make sure it stays alive away from those queens, and now he can just target down those Doomers.
Queen's trying to target down that Raven, but auto turret comes out, picks off one queen. That's a win right there. Another creep tumor getting killed off, you know, by the splash damage from the Hellions, and now Hellions are just trying to fight the queens. Good transfuse, trying to keep the queen alive, and Hellions just running back, just chilling.
Yeah.
Trying to find some more creep to kill.
And they're finding it, mate. Like that, they dealt a lot of damage there. There's barely any energy left for transfuse. You're the high energy queen. It's gonna go down.
Bro, why aren't my Hellions like this?
Oh my god, another queen falls. What is that? Jesus Christ, 3 queens have gone down already.
Oh no, the Zerglings, they try to surround, but they got caught into all that fire. Like, they just ran into that. They just didn't care.
They didn't care, and they should have cared. At the same time, you may be wondering, hey, where's that Raven? Yo, it's diving into the natural base, throws down another auto turret. Oh, the Raven just barely escapes. That turret wants another kill. The queen! Oh god!
Wow. That 4 queens already went down. Like, that's an investment.
That's my hands were in the air after that happened. I was like, what? Another queen? Just Vindicta is just all over the place, and now let's go. He picks up whatever he can, a couple of Marines, some Widow Mines as well, going across the map to help meet up with the rest of the Hellions. As I quickly check, Armory is still in the way. It's not done, so there aren't going to be any Hellbats with this push, but again, despite that, this is still terrifying.
It is terrifying. What's even worse is that he has stim already too, so these Marines are going to be some quick boys, I say so myself. And there's a few roaches out right now. The Zerglings trying to do what they can. They baited out the Widow Mine shots, the queens and the roaches. They're doing their best to fight back. It looks like they're going to push away the drop force. Not without taking a few losses, I guess.
Yeah, I honestly, I kind of like the roach play here. You know, it will do fairly well early on. 1-1 is on the way. It looks like Namshar, he does want to go for a big roach ravager push, and if you don't have any tanks, if you don't have any, like, say, banshees or anything like that, it can be difficult to hold here. So Vindicta is going to do whatever he can to try and slow this down and keep Namshar at home.
That he is, and I like just having this small group of forces, just, you know, trying to buy himself some time. He's making Namshar run back and forth, you know, trying to defend his bases, making sure that Namshar knows, hey, I got medevacs across the map. If you try to commit to some kind of push, you know, I'm gonna destroy your mineral line, essentially.
Exactly. Thankfully, Namshar, he is, you know, responding to these drops with a handful of roaches, but his main army is still focusing on going across the map. The creep spread is pretty impressive. He was able to take down the rocks, and now here he is at the third base of Vindicta.
Oh no. Bunkers not even filled up, not even fully prepared. Get filed down right away. Siege tanks, they're not in the best position. Can't reach the roaches, ravagers quite yet. Now they do. And man with gun light, they're pretty good, especially when they're on drugs.
Oh yeah, as they just stim forward and chase everything down. What I was about to say is, yo, those biles were less than ideal. He wasn't anywhere close to those tanks. I was so surprised by how much damage those tanks were able to dish out there. And with that, sure, Vindicta, he lost, what, 13 SCVs. It is significant, to be fair, but Vindicta, he's already got a 4th CC. Yo, he's going to be pumping out those SCVs, those mules. He's perfectly fine, and he was able to survive the initial blow, the strongest attack from Namshar.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about Namshar now. He's stuck on the Roach Ravager kind of build, and it's not great, especially because Vindicta has bio tanks. He's prepared for this. He knows, you know, what units will counter Namshar's units. He's on creep like a madman. He's the carry. He just walked right by the army. Hello, his units are so low from all those drugs. Just picks off an engineering bay, just bounces. What a guy.
Oh my god, that's absolutely disgusting. Meanwhile, though, at the same time, the Roach Ravager did still go across that, got on top of 2 exposed tanks. Now these other 2 are also exposed.
Biles landing pretty well, but the Roaches and Ravagers are getting traded out, and ooh, there's 2 tanks on the high ground just pew-pewing away.
That they are. Even though this Roach Ravager will get pushed away, I do think the damage was done though. That's the thing. Like, Namshar was able to catch a lot of high-tech units, specifically those tanks, kind of out of position, exposed, and he honestly traded fairly well there.
Yeah, he's still going. He stopped drone production. He's just making roaches left and right. And the constant SCV like kills that Vindicta is suffering from, like, it's like what, 14 SCV kills every time Namshar sends these roaches out, something like that. Just keeping the worker count low, and he's gonna have trouble with his economy. Oh god, this micro.
Yeah, exactly. And this push, this could be the nail in the coffin. There's only one tank here. Sorry, there are two more on the high ground. Forces a lift up on the third. One tank immediately goes down. Ay, ay, ay.
Bile tank gets nuked instantaneously. The roaches, they're trying to fight. I'm surprised I haven't seen Marauders, you know, mixed into this army already. There's a drop force, you know, across the map, but this fight right here, like, it's scary.
It really is. But Vindicta, mate, he's all over the map. He's trying to take this fight, pulls a couple of boys. At the same time, we have some drops here at the third. Oh my god, the third base actually went down. The fourth is under threat as well.
Oh man, Namshar, make up your mind. Go in or just leave.
Exactly.
Don't tease us like this.
And now he's going to start losing his Ravagers. This is a pretty big loss. At the same time, forced to pull all the boys away from his fourth base. I guess now third. Namshar only on 2 hatcheries, but finally the drop will be cleaned up.
Again, Namshar's just hitting the roach pedal down. He's just hitting that R key. He's only making roaches. He stopped droning. Like, there are no more drones coming out of Namshar anytime soon. Just a hatchery, because he just wants more roaches coming out. And if he keeps up the pressure, I can see it working, but if he just keeps trading, I don't know about that. Like,
I would say
pretty good.
Yeah, I would say that the pressure has come and gone. This is the problem for Namshar. There was a moment there, like 2 minutes ago, where Namshar was at like 190 supply against like 110, and Vindicta held. I was like, what? I thought Namshar was about to end the game, but Vindicta was able to not just hold, but also counterattack at the same time, and now things have more or less evened up. Bearing in mind that, like, this Roach Ravager, it's inflated supply. Sure, Namshar is technically ahead in army supply, but it's not really the entire story here, and Vindicta's, like, he was able to bring himself back.
Yeah, the Vindicta is already on +2, getting +3. Namshar is struggling, has +2 attack, but armor is pretty good, especially for roaches. But with that +2 attack on Vindicta's Marauders, they're gonna hit so hard.
Yeah, exactly. And Namshar, he's, as you were saying, he's just stuck on Roach Ravager. I think he's also realized, hey, the time for Roach Ravager has come and gone. I've missed my timing to end the game. It looks like he's trying to switch into Lurkers. You know, Hydrogen just finished up, Hive is on the way, but Namshar needs time, he needs money, he needs resources, and the longer he waits, it also feels like the better it is for Vindicta.
Yeah, Vindicta, like, with this drop right here, he's just buying himself time.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, your pressure's done, so it's my turn to, you know, take my time and get what I need, essentially. And that's what he's doing. He's getting all the tanks he needs. He's getting the Marauders, the Marines. His 3-3 is about to be done soon as well, and he's just fixing his economy as well, and he's just using the drops to make sure he has everything he needs and be able to push out.
Exactly. Queens are falling left and right. There's no creeping queen, or sorry, injecting queen here at the third or the fourth. More drops are just keeping Namshar at home. I feel like Namshar, he's kind of had enough. He's pushing out, but like, there's barely any buffer here for the Ravagers. Like, I don't really see this doing too much. It's really risky that he's being out aggressive here. He's actually, sending everything across the map. Oh my.
Oh, he's making more roaches. He's going for it, and he's getting tunneling claws as well. I want to see how this is going to work, what he's going to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he can make some plays with borrowed roaches. I guess it can work, question mark. We'll see. He is breaking into the third.
Oh, the tanks. Oh, free tanks right there. Oh no, that was unfortunate, but it is a planetary fighting Roach Ravagers Bio Army trying to buy some time. The repair is good. A lot of SCVs did go down from the bios, which was pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie, but that planetary still stands, and the Roach numbers, they're going down light. Not a lot of buffer for these Ravagers, like you said.
Yeah, that they are. I mean, thankfully for Namshar, he was able to deal economic damage, as I mean, more than he really should have, to be honest. Unfortunately, there weren't any pre-siege tanks here at the third base to help defend it. So, I mean, that was best case scenario for Namshar. But now, he's like poke the bull, you know. Here comes Vindicta going across the map with everything that he has, all the bio, all the tanks. What is there to defend? Do we have any lurkers ready? We have Roach Ravager, and yo, that's all we got.
Nice. Nice. We'll see what we can do with that, because so far it doesn't look good. Like Namshar having to evacuate his, I guess his third, if I recall, and the Roach Ravager melted away. The Hydras are here trying to do something, but honestly, I would rather see lurkers than Hydralists at this point.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Lurker Den has been done for a while. Hive has been done. We have Lurker Range on the way, but where are the goddamn Lurkers, Milk?
I don't see anything. I'm squinting really hard. I'm trying.
Oh,
maybe
God.
I need new glasses.
I mean, Namshar he just lost the base. Oh, he's able to pick off a couple of medevacs. That's great, I guess. Vindicta, he scans. He sees his next target. His entire army rotates around towards it. Oh my god.
That is a lot of tanks. I think, if I recall, that last engagement light, it only had 3 tanks.
It did.
This engagement has like 10 tanks.
Yeah. And like there are look, Hydras, I see you Hydras. Why did no one morph into a lurker? What's going on here? I mean, to be fair, I guess like Namshar has been under a lot of pressure with Vindicta's aggression here, and he just hasn't had time to morph anything in, and now Vindicta, he's going towards the newest base of Namshar. Everything is just going down.
GG.
GG. Vindicta takes game number 1.
Imagine having money to make lurkers.
Oh god. Imagine waiting so long to take up to lurkers, mate. Oh god.
Imagine winning with Roach Ravager.
Yo, I just want to say Stefano did it in DreamHack EU. Stefano was able to pull it off. It was a series I casted with Yaku, but it was impressive. Stefano going back to 2011 or back in the day with just roaches, but yeah,
well, that's the difference. Stefano.
It's true. It's true. Oh god, what a game.
What a game. Let's go into game 2. Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm still just so impressed with how Vindicta was able to survive that second push. I believe it was.
Dude, he lost like almost like 40 SCVs from every push like Namshar was throwing at him. And he still brought it back. Like he stabilized, right? He made sure that he bought himself enough time to be able to get everything he needed, and when he pushed out, it was just he just steamrolled the Roach Ravager army. There was like no stopping him.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was insane. I do not exaggerate, but there was a period there where Namshar was up like 80 supply. It was, I saw the soup, and I was like, it's not lying, mate. It's crazy, and Vindicta held anyway. It was insane.
Chicken noodle never lies, man.
My god.
I'm a tomato grilled cheese kind of guy myself, though, but you know what I'm saying.
Tomato grilled cheese soup?
You know, tomato soup with grilled cheese on the side. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, here in the bottom right hand corner of the map, we have our red circle play for Sidestorm Gaming. It is Namshar.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the American Terran. He's blue, representing Team Alpha X. It is Vindicta.
Alrighty.
Now the real question is, now that we're on Romanticide, do you think Namshar is
Proxy
gonna...
barracks, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh god. What I was going to ask was, do you think Namshar is gonna try and go for that like 1-1 roach timing again?
Oh, the fact that it's Romanticide gives it a better chance, honestly. I think you and I have casted enough games where we actually seen it happen many times.
Yeah.
Right. But that's the gamble, right? It's like, does he want to do it again? Because he tried in the last map and like he just held down the R key, you know, kept sending him out, and no matter how much he tried, he just couldn't break into Vindicta's natural. Like he got the triangle third many times, but never was he able to push into Vindicta's natural. And it could be different in Romanticide, but like that's the kind of like PTSD, right? Like you get from best of games where like you try one strategy, it doesn't work, you're like, maybe I won't try it again. You know, let's do something different.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm kind of worried about, is that Namshar did that in game 1, and that looked like, obviously that looked like a strategy that's meant to like kill your opponent straight up, right? Like you hit 1-1, you like essentially max out on roaches and ravagers, and you push out and you kill your opponent. But because that didn't work, like that's gonna hit your confidence a little bit, you know? like that's like, oh my god, like what happened there? So maybe he'll be deterred, but like, does he want to go into Ling Bane against Vindicta? Like, is that something that he's willing to do?
No, I'm having second thoughts seeing where he placed his third now.
True,
though.
yeah.
Like I saw the drone going there, and I was just like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. Spread that creep. Oh god. We'll see.
Round 2.
Yeah.
He's not gonna expect it a second time.
Oh god. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that production tab. We'll see if he does throw down that Roach Warren again a second time. Personally, I hope not. I hope he does something else, but we'll see what he decides to go for. At the moment, it does kind of look like he wants to go Roaches.
Yeah, and the same build from Vindicta as well, getting that fast third. A little bit of a delay on the starport, but nothing too crazy. I wonder if he'll like change it up. Instead of getting a Raven, maybe he'll get like a Banshee instead. That would be nice, you know, a little like blind counter, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, if he did go for a Banshee, that would kind of hard counter those roaches, right? Like by the time the roach push comes out, maybe there's like 3-4 banshees and they're ready to defend. It could be disastrous, but at the same time, maybe Namshar will switch things up and, I mean, kind of PvZ it up in a way. A lot of queens are going to be coming out, a lot of creep thread. Maybe he'll involve them in the push.
Ooh, that's an actual idea. Actually, haven't thought of that because I'm dumb, but it's a possible idea. Oh, hey, what do you know? It's Banshee.
Yeah, yo. I mean, Milka's Terran, all right? He knows how to play out this series, and Banshees makes a lot of sense here. It should get scouted though, kind of.
You say that, but there was no upgrade going on the second lap, so it still can be a Raven. I think Vindicta's playing a bit of a mind game, trying to, you know, remind Namshar of what he did with Hellions in the last game. So maybe it's a Raven, and probably not prepare himself for Banshees.
Exactly, which is what I'm concerned about. Right now, we don't have any spores in any of the bases. All the queens are at the front of the map as well. We do have 2 Evo chambers being thrown down. Still no Bailey Nest or Roach Horn. We'll keep an eye on these upgrades to see what Namshar decides to go for. Meanwhile, Hellions do distract the queens. Ooh, and it is going to be melee.
Ooh, that Banshee ran into those queens. Had to back off. There's no real huge investment on the Banshee either. It's only one Banshee, no cloak whatsoever. So Vindicta's just, you know, poking, prodding with the Banshee. Probably not gonna get as much damage. It's just, I guess, more scouting per se, rather than doing damage.
Oh, definitely. So, I mean, again, thankfully, as you said, Vindicta didn't overcommit to the Banshees or anything crazy like that. He's been able to poke and prod at the front. He hasn't been able to scat anything, which is what's a little bit worrisome. He hasn't been able to see any of the tech. Now it looks like he may catch a glimpse because he's going all the way around. And again, he should see, or maybe he will be able to see the Baneling nest there in the natural. Never mind, he backs off. Okay.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a Spire, right? Like, he's gonna drop a Spire.
I assume so. The difference is that, like, there's a macro hatch in the main, and we also have a fourth on the way. Like, we could just be seeing Ling Bane into Ultras, like just like a very Ling Bane heavy composition. But oh, never mind, he is still going for the Spire.
Nice. I mean, it's a good standard, you know, safe play, right?
Yeah.
Not go too crazy. Ling Bane into Ultra is, you know, is nice. It's pretty crazy too. But I think, like, if you're gonna do that, your macro has to be crazy on point.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think, maybe like if it was like another expansion rather than a macro hash, then we would have probably see Ling Bane into Ultra.
For sure. Meanwhile, here come the Lings. There are a couple of Banelings ready. Yo, Baneling speed isn't even on the way.
Ooh, the Lings do surround all the Hellions. This is gonna get picked up, and yeah, you gotta get out. And yeah, no Baneling speed. I don't know if that is a mistake or if Namshar's just saving that gas just to get as many mutas out as possible and getting his upgrades at the same time. +2/+2.
Yeah,
going down already. And if he's saving his gas for the mutas, I'm assuming mutas and then +1 flyer. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, nothing but mutas. A very bold move to skip Baneling speed like this. It's such a crucial upgrade, but as we can see, it looks like he is prioritizing his mutas over them. Meanwhile, this drop does get into the mineral line. We'll get a couple of kills. Oh, almost the queen.
Cool, good transfuse reaction time on Namshar over there. Widowmine's not really getting much, but the drop is in the main and will spot the mutas right away. So Vindicta does know what kind of tech Namshar is in. Oh my god, the drop. All right.
Yeah, nice macro there. He was able to avoid the majority of those Banelings. Meanwhile, as you said, yo, nice target fire on the mutas.
Did he just lose all his mutas?
He only lost two. He lost two, which may have been the majority of his mutas, but it's fine. It's fine. Namshar knows what he's doing.
Now, we're at a bit of a pickle here. It's Bio Mine versus Ling Bane muta. His mine hits line pretty good.
They're pretty good. Oh, he's getting on top of the Banelings. The Banelings need to morph in.
Oh, that was a real unfortunate mine shot. I understand what Namshar wanted to do there, but he just didn't get it.
He did not. Meanwhile, at least, you know, Baneling speed did just finish up. It looks like Namshar may have enough here to defend his southern base. At the same time, another drop in towards the fourth. There are plenty of queens here. And now, at the same time, a main push coming through the center of the map with a Thor.
All right, Namshar, let's see what your multitasking is, because you're gonna get hit from 3 different places.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's one front he doesn't have to deal with anymore.
Yeah, this is true. Meanwhile, the same.
That was sheesh.
Oh boy.
The friendly fire.
Yeah, the friendly fire. I mean, so far so good for Namshar, especially because Vindicta's main army did pull back. He didn't commit to going through the center of the map. Oh, and that is because he is reinforcing here with the rest of his army. Oh my.
This push is super strong. There's no creepier light, so he can be just literally right on the base if he wants to. And there he is. He's trying to bait out the attack from Namshar. He's repositioning his mines so they're up close even more. Baneling's trying to go and roll in, but no connections quite yet. One Widowmine shot does get baited out though. And Vindicta's in it. He's there. He's in Namshar's face.
That he is. Namshar, he's forced to respond. He does take down one of the Thors, but oh my god, a lot of Banelings were already wasted. He still has a lot left though.
All the Widow Mines. They connect pretty well. It's just Zerglings now. There are a few more Banelings in the back. More Banelings are being forced, and yeah.
What am I?
Oh, ooh, I missed that one.
It almost got a juicy connection, but Namshar was able to split just barely in time. And Namshar, he defends. He doesn't just defend, but Vindicta, he was focusing the entirety of his efforts here towards the south, and that meant that Namshar was able to saturate and get his 4th base up and running. I say 4th, his 5th base even. God, let's start counting how many bases there are here on the map. And yo, he's going for a big, massive link run by.
That's a wall.
Yeah, that's a wall.
That's a wall.
That's more than a wall, mate. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's a pretty juicy wall.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Vindicta, he's going back in. Shine. Oh! I swear to God, if he just started to drop Marines on top of those Banelings, I would have nut.
That would have been insane. Meanwhile, what I'm worried about is that, like, yo, all the Banelings are here, and I don't know if there are going to be enough here, especially based off these Widowmine shots. God.
Ooh, that was close. I'm scared for Namshar right now. The Widowmines, they're connecting. They don't connect on all the Banelings. Good for him. They few Zerglings do go down though, but it's not a big deal. More Widowmines here burrowing forward. Oh my god, that's the riskiest burrow I've ever seen in my life. Good friendly fire on the Marines, and that allows the Namshar to start pushing forward. The Thors, they're running. The Medivacs, they get picked off one at a time.
Oh my god, there are barely any Marines left here, and yo, the Widowmines, they are not burrowing. Finally, Namshar is able to get across the map, and the Banelings are going to connect with this mineral line.
Is that enough? It's not enough.
It's not enough to break him, and at the same time, Vindicta does go across the map. He gets a hatchery of his own, and he can keep going from here. Unfortunately, he didn't get any of the drones. They were evacuated earlier. Nicely done there by Namshar. He was able to keep the majority of his workers alive.
Alrighty then. Dropman going into the natural. Does get picked off. Metas are here. Metas are good. Metas are OP. Just kidding. But another hatchery does get picked off, and Vindicta, I like what Vindicta is doing. He's trying to deny outer hatcheries as much as possible. They're pretty much on the same economy. Vindicta is getting another command center on a fresh base though, which is good on him. It's just what was great is that Vindicta denying bases, but trading out, you know, SCVs when his bases get attacked, right?
Exactly.
So too bad.
Meanwhile, we do have the Mutas going for a bit of harass. Ooh, they do get basically a full medevac there. Widowmine shot goes off, but only on one Muta. Yo, these Mutas are actually starting to deal some damage.
Ooh, SCV count is dropping. That base is going to get cleared out. The main might get cleared as well. Good pickup for the Bile trying to go into the main. The Bile at home is trying to deal with the Mutas. There's so many Mutas. They're just picking everything off.
Yeah, Jesus. As 15 SCVs do go down. Meanwhile, this drop, I mean, it's nice. It is kind of distracting the Ling Bane, but for the most part, it's not really getting too many worker kills. You know, the Ling Bane are able to deal with it, are able to force it back, and these Mutas are still wreaking havoc in the main base of Vindicta.
Still gonna get SCVs? Like, he's two-shotting missile turrets, dude. He doesn't care. He can do whatever he wants now at this point.
Yeah, Jesus
You get
Christ.
enough Mutas to two-shot missile turrets, you're good. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, the repairs are just not fast enough. The Mutas, they were able to get out. Meanwhile, at the same time, the rest of the Ling Bane is looking to try and reconvene with the rest of the army. Oh boy, at the end of all that, Vindicta, he is down in workers. He still has a pretty scary main army. I believe 3-3 is done. 3-3 kind of just halfway done for Namshar, so maybe Vindicta can make something happen here. He just needs to get on the outside of the map. Yeah,
Namshar is just pulling Vindicta apart right now, attacking from left to right, whichever direction, you know of. And it's just Vindicta, if he can consolidate his army together and just have one big fight, that's what he wants, but he has to spread out, and it's kind of hard to control, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I will say though is that despite all of the chaos in the bases of Vindicta, like, he was able to, for the most part, keep calm and like kind of, still flourish in spite of all of that. Like, the supplies were still maxed out. Even though he lost all those workers, he was able to replenish them. Like, he's done a very good job at crisis management. Oh my god. Oh,
pretty decent fight in the middle of the map here. good chunk of bio does get caught off. Even a Thor got caught out in the open, so that get traded out. But Vindicta trying to pass forward into this base. It's been there. It's at his, doorstep. He wants to kill it off, but the Zerglings and the Banelings of Namshar, they keep denying him that kill, and Vindicta once again can't. He's got to leave.
Yeah,
can't deal with it.
He's got to leave, but you know what? He is able to win the trade here towards the north. He will be able to deny the most northern base here of Namshar, finally dealing some damage, and that drop towards the south, mate, he's still not done. He's still looking to try and snipe that hatchery. Oh.
Wow. Try is the key word.
Yeah, he's not stopping. Oh god, that hatchery, it's so low, it's so close to going down, but he just can't barely get it.
That hatchery, I know hatcheries can like auto regen, all Zerg auto regens. That hatchery is trying to auto regen, but because Vindicta keeps hitting it, it's always staying at half health, no matter what.
Oh god. Exactly. And this is what I'm worried about. So for the longest time, Vindicta did have 3-3, and he was like trading and applying pressure and killing bases and dropping in all this stuff, and it's been great. It's been beautiful. Again, he almost gets a base. But now, Namshar, he is catching up in upgrades, and he has his hive. He is getting out ultras.
Yeah, that's gonna be the big problem now. Namshar, Vindicta, he's getting marauders, so at least they'll be able to deal like fair amount of damage against the ultras. He's gonna still have to kite really well and be able to split against the banelings. I guess I would like to see some kind of maybe like a ghost tech, to be able to snipe the ultras, or me personally, I go liberators because I'm lazy and I don't have the micro.
Like either one of them, right? Like that's kind of what I was alluding to, that Namshar has been kind of progressing and getting a better army, and Vindicta has been stuck with Bio Mine. Finally, we see one liberator on the way, but he needs them soon and fast.
Oh, I have a feeling that this might be GG for some reason. Vindicta's trying to fight. He's fighting in two fronts, fighting this front and the front and the north. The north just got collapsed on. And Namshar pulling back from this side as well, but seeing the pullback, Vindicta, I feel like he thinks he has momentum. He's trying to go forward. He's picking up Banelings and Ultras, which is pretty much a win, but his units are pretty low. Will he get the hatchery?
I think he may. Honestly, there are a lot of marauders here. Ooh, nice transfuses on that ultra, keeping it alive though. The bio, it is a little bit overstimmed. Widowmine shot gets wasted on an overseer there. A couple of the medivacs are getting picked off as well.
Oh dear. The little bioforce that Vindicta has. He's going forward. Hopefully his splits are good. He's pulled the Marines back. The Marauders are taking the brunt of the Baneling hits, but Ultras, they're here. That hatchery's still alive somehow. He just wants it. He's thirsty.
It shouldn't be alive. It should have died long ago, but it's still there, still breathing. He does drop all the way into the main base though. Ooh, nice moves, especially because there's only Ultras and Lynx here to deal with us. So I have to go all the way around. Again, trading as best he can.
That was an unfortunate little my shot, hitting the Overseer only. Not even getting any Zerglings. Picking off these Banelings here, that's a free win, I would say, but Ultra here trying to do some damage, and Baneling trading out with Marines is not bad.
Yo,
please tell me he gets this hatchery.
He should. 100%. We do see a massive response there from Namshar, but the hatchery goes down. None of the workers yet, though. Unfortunately, it looks like Vindicta may not get them because he's busy dealing with all these things and Banes.
This match is going just. Vindicta's trying, man.
Oh yeah.
He's fighting it. He's trying to stay in it, and somehow I feel like he might have some momentum.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he's doing it. Like for a while now, like he's been left alone economically. Namshar's trying to put a stop to that. He is trying to harass a little bit, but he's forced all the way back due to this drop. Like for a while now, Namshar has been doing nothing but defend, and Vindicta, I don't know if he has momentum, but like yeah, as you say, he kind of does.
He kind of does.
Yeah.
Namshar is second guessing himself at this point. It feels like He's running out of money. Like both players are
Mhm.
pretty much running out of money. Vindicta's just only mining minerals. He doesn't care about gas at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
No gas is here. Not
Marines
even the
only.
rich Vespine gas. Like, he doesn't even care at this point. Which I kind of think he should care about the gas a little bit. You know, he should, you know, focus on those liberators and Ghost Me. Oh, here comes the main army. Oh my god.
Good Widow Mine shots on. Oh, the Mutas. They're so one shot, but the Ultras here, they just want hugs. The Medivacs, they don't have any energy. Just kidding. There are no more Medivacs anymore. Ultras just hugging everything. Banelings are coming in for some surprise beach ball parties, and there's another Bioforce. Apparently that Bioforce is scary.
Apparently, I don't like. Look at these. Why are these Ultras running away? Like, the Ultras could totally fight there, but Namshar, he's not feeling it. He pulls back, and now, like, Vindicta, he's given enough time to consolidate his army. You know, keep going with this push.
I'm worried here. There's no Banelings. There are barely any Zerglings being morphed right now. There's a Widow Mine in that base somehow.
I don't know how they got there, but I agree. Like, Ultras can be very good, but they need units to support them, right? They need Lings and Banes to help buffer and make sure that those Ultras do get on top of the army. Naked Ultras like this are honestly a little bit vulnerable here.
Okay. Vindicta, man. He's just dropping mines and sending Marines off left and right.
Yeah, he doesn't even care, mate. He doesn't even care.
Doesn't care. All right, that's another hatchery done. How many times has this hatchery died? But that one hatchery at the bottom hasn't died.
It's crazy. Oh god. Meanwhile, all three Ultras were taken down. This is what we were talking about. Just pure Ultra, it just doesn't quite cut it. Meanwhile, these Ultras here to the south,
no.
same story, mate. Oh my god.
They just walked right in front of the Bio army, and the Bio was just shooting at them. They didn't care. It's like fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
I think that's the saying.
Exactly, and now Namshar, he's been broken straight up. Like, he's just falling apart at this point. He's losing bases left and right, losing Ultras he cannot afford to rebuild.
These Banelings, they're trying to trade, but not the best trades, honestly. And Vindicta's, he's winning, man. He's getting the hatcheries that he needs or that are important, and Namshar is just, he's trying to trade out, but it's not really happening. And GG, well played is called.